Hello guys, today we're gonna start with lecture 4, C++. Lecture 2 we took data types, if you remember. Lecture 3 we talked about casting, float, integer, how to print hexadecimal numbers, binary numbers to the console bitset using bitset. Please try to review it and let me know if you have questions. In lecture 4 we're going to talk about numbers going out of range, those data types we defined last time, and precedences, priorities of the operations, and we'll take some example on those, and we're going to take also the mod operator. So let's start with an example on going out of range. What do I mean exactly going out of range? Let's open Nano. Remember, Nano is an editor. You can do all this in your Visual Studio or the online compiler. Out of range dot. Okay, with the O. Do O tab and then. So let's see. Here's the code, and remember, this is what documentation /* and it ends with another /* from here to here. Anything I write inside a comment, what happens? The compiler doesn't read this. It ignores it, doesn't look at it even. My program starts here. Include IO stream library. Input, output, stream library. Input from the keyboard, output to the monitor or screen. Using name is space std, and this is for classes to distinguish between cin, cout, and those and cerr. But you'll take this in 1322, the advanced C++. Integer main. Every C++ program has to have a function named main. That's what the compiler goes and looks for, and that's where the execution starts from the first instruction in main. And this is what I prefer. It's up to you, but this is a really nice and easy way. I like to divide my program into 4 parts. Declarations, definitions, where I'm going to define my data types and variables, giving values for those variables, and then the algorithm or equation, or what does the program need to solve, and finally I have the printing result, printing what you got, the output, showing it on the screen. And this is the easiest way, I think. Always have this copy ready. You have to memorize this. So now, what are we going to talk about? How important is your data type that we took last time? How many data types we have? Who remembers? We had short. Okay, short, integer, and long. Those the integral. We have float for decimal points, double, and we had character for letters, a single, and it's double quotes. Characters, we use double quotes, be careful. And we had the bool, true or false. So those, and we took string where we added from a library, but let's stay on those. We can have also what? Unsigned short, unsigned integer, unsigned long. What do we mean by unsigned? Unsigned, it only takes positive values. And we said, what's the difference between short and integer? Short is 2 bytes, integer is 4 bytes, meaning the range of numbers. In a short, I can have from 0 to 2 to the power 16, meaning from 0 to 65,536 35. numbers from 0 to that number, and because I have a short, I can divide it to two parts: negative 32,000, from negative 32,000 something to positive 32,000. But if I had an unsigned number, I'll have a range of 0 to 60. Let's take an example on that. Here, let's go to my declaration. I want to declare, if you remember how we did this, short, and let's say num1 and unsigned short, num2. So let's see out size of, we can put num1 or short, and see out size of num2, and let's add the new line here so we don't end line, and let's have an integer also with those. What's the harm? Show an integer, and we explained all that in the last class, so please go and check it. And I'll say num3. I don't need to define them, give them initial values. It's good always to include what useful messages. Short size. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get the phone. And here, what can I have? Here's the short size. Anything between double quotes prints as is on the screen. Here, let's put unsigned short size, and let's do one for, and this should have been in my, I think, algorithm, or it can be, this can be algorithm plus what, printing results. So integer size, and I can say size of integer. Let's see, instead of what, instead of putting num1, num2, num3, so I can do that, and let's save. Yes, let's compile it. G++. Remember, compilation will check for what? Syntax, the grammar of the code. Okay, no such file. IO stream library, IO stream. Compilation terminated. Let's check what we have wrong. IO stream. Now it took it. That's weird. It didn't like the space. Unsigned was not declared in this scope. Unsigned short number. So it didn't like that. Okay, misspelling. that will be all. Yeah. Okay, we shouldn't have an equal sign. See, here's the errors. It's easy. If you read the errors, you can solve them. Just go to that error, and here's my error. I don't know why I put that equality there. Yes, yes. Let's do clear, so we clear the screen, and let's compile, and now let's run it. And short size and short size and integer size 2 to 4. Now let's go, and what do we want to find? Let's try to find max in and max out values. Integer max, integer min. The unsigned doesn't have an integer a min value, the unsigned, because it's going to be 0. So we don't have a function same as, if you remember, we took the max int or integer max last time, and short max, max short, which gives us the maximum value. But we should include what? We should include here a library, but let's see what errors it's gonna give me if I didn't include that library. And here let's put, do you want the I think it was short max max equals short max, and let's put min equals, or min, yeah, equals, and I'll put short min, and we do the same thing here. Let's copy this and paste it. Here's what's ugly, and this is the copy paste. Copy, and be careful you get the inline twice. I don't think it will do any error, but and we need to add it here. And the integer, you can see it in the last class. I don't want to add it here. And here we said we don't have. Let's see what happens if I give it a short min. It's 0, but let's see for this one, unsigned, we don't have a short min because it's usually 0, we know it. Now let's see what will this give us. Short max was not declared, so you know now it's not understanding what short max is. So I need to add. Who remembers which library? We had 2 libraries we can include, which was include C limits, or include C limits.h, I think it was, yeah. You can go and check X, yes. To by the end short, you gave unsigned short. Oh, I didn't. This we should put here, because actually I printed short max. I don't think we have the unshort min, but let's try. I want to see what it's gonna give me. Let's do this. So spaces will print as is. Anything between double quotes will print as is. unshort min, so there's no min. Remember I said that? So we need to take this out. I was trying to see if we had it, but we don't need this part. So didn't even cut. What's the cancel? We don't need this. Compile, everything is good. We run it. Here, if you see, the short size is 2 bytes. I have a max value of 32767 and a min value of, so this is the range of my number. Here we can see I have unsigned short, so it only takes positive number. I didn't divide half the range to negative and half to positive, so I have 65,535. So now let's go back to the code and see what happens if I try to let's say cn num1 and always print friendly messages to indicate to the user what he or she should do. We don't need an end line. Oh, let's make it on the same line, that's better. And now here, same thing, or see out. I'm used to, okay, the space, enter, second number, this what should be here, but we'll have, we had something here. I just want to make it look. And now I don't want this code, this line. I'll comment it so I can include the code in the comment or description section when I upload it to YouTube, so if any one of you wants to use it. So I leave all that code commented. Remember, documentation, it's for you and any other programmer that wants to use it, and it's good to have comments in your program describing what are you doing. So here's cn num2, this will give us an error, undefined. So now I have two numbers. My algorithm is going to be result. Daddy, what you want? 1 minute, let me start.
Mama.